So the question is, how do I populate my iCal calendar with my first class calendars? All right. Well, you can, as you already know, you can get the first class calendars on your iPhone or your iPad, and you can synchronize them so that if you add events on your iPhone or iPad, they will synchronize back to your first class calendar. iCal does not work in the same way. You can read or subscribe to the external first class calendars, but you cannot add events to iCal and then have them synchronized back to the first class calendar. You can only read the calendars with iCal. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to set up the how to subscribe to the first class calendars in iCal. So the first thing you want to do is to get the URL for the calendar that you're subscribing to. So if you go into iCal and you say calendar subscribe, it will ask you for a URL, and there it gives you a sample URL there. So we want to find that URL for the calendars that you want to subscribe to. If you go to the senior school website, let's say type in sr.tfs.ca, and then we go to we see the what's on today down here on the left. If we click on the third tab over PDF and iCal, and then below that we see calendar subscription instructions. It gives you instructions for subscribing to the various calendars in iCal. Now I give you some sample calendars that you can subscribe to: the Mississauga, Petite École, Junior School, Senior School WebCal, and the TFS Main WebCal. So if we take that that URL for the Senior School web calendar and we copy that, and then we go to iCal and we say calendar subscribe, and then we paste that in there and we say subscribe, then it will subscribe to the Senior School web calendar, and then it will ask you to name it. So I'm going to say TFS SR WebCal, and location iCloud. I'm going to say refresh every day, and click OK, and then that should eventually subscribe and start to populate my iCal. So there they are. All of the events from the Senior School WebCal are now in my iCal, or subscribed to in my iCal, and notice they're all using the purple fuchsia color. So I'm going to go back to the sr.tfs.ca website, and I'm going to copy the TFS main calendar too, because that's another one that I should have. I should have those two overlapping each other, the TFS and the Senior School WebCal. So I'm going to copy that one, go back to iCal, subscribe, paste in the URL, subscribe, say TFS main WebCal, and I'll do that every day as well. Click OK, and there you go. That populates the main calendar. So you get things like March break, and you'll get like holidays and stuff like that, Passover, school closed, and those are showing up in kind of a pinkish red color. Okay, so now I want to get my TFS personal calendar, my TFS first class personal calendar into iCal as well, and that's a little bit more difficult. And so we're going to go back to the sr.tfs.ca website. I'm going to change it to mail.tfs.ca, and I'm going to log in with my own TFS first class account. So I'm going to use tteacher as a test account. So you would log in with your own TFS first class account, and once you're in, you want to find calendar. So find your calendar and click on that. You want to double click on that actually, and then you will see that you have the URL for your calendar. Now, you don't want to copy the entire URL. You only want to copy the stuff that is, it goes up to this part. So you'll see everybody's calendar. The last part of the string will start with FOV. So you just want to copy up to that part there, and you leave out that last bit. So I'm going to copy that. So I just get that part again. Be sure that you only get that part. And I'm going to open like my text edit. And you can open anything. You can open. You can go to first class, and you can open a new email message, any kind of text editor, and you want to paste that in. So I'm going to open. You can open Microsoft Word and do it. So I'm going to paste that in. So you see, I get that. That URL that I just copied. Then at the end of that URL, you want to have this. So you want to make sure that you put in this part, which is, I'll give you a chance to write that down if you're viewing this video. It's question mark plugin equals iCal ampersand leaves. So that's the part you want to add on to the end. So again, just to summarize, you're copying this part from your TFS web calendar, and you're pasting that in, and at the end you're putting in this, and so you get this one big URL, and you copy that whole thing, and you go back to iCal and you do the calendar subscribe, and you paste that in and you say subscribe, and then you're going to type in, I'm going to type in TFS T-Teacher WebCal. I'll say update daily. It's going to be in like a ugly yellow, and click OK, and then that should populate. So everything in yellow there, that's my TFS, my personal calendar, first class personal calendar, and that's how you subscribe to first class web calendars using the Apple iCal application. Thank you.